Louisville Ladder welcomes you to the C.L.I.M.B Academy, our comprehensive safety training program. Since 1946, Louisville Ladder has led the industry in building safe, high-quality climbing products. We've also been an outspoken promoter of user safety. Every product we build is designed to meet or exceed the rigorous safety standards of ANSI, OSHA, and CSA. And our engineers work closely with ANSI to develop safety codes for the entire ladder industry. But even though we build safe products, it's up to you to learn how to use them safely. Every year, more than 160,000 people in the United States suffer ladder-related injuries, and more than 100 people die from ladder-related injuries each year. Studies show that 90% of these injuries could have been avoided if workers had been properly trained. That's why we started C.L.I.M B Academy. Let's introduce the meaning of C.L.I.M B. C.L.I.M.B. C stands for Choose the Right Aluminum Walkboard. We'll show you how to determine the best aluminum walkboard for the job. L stands for Look closely for damaged or missing parts. You'll learn how to properly inspect your aluminum walkboard for damage or missing parts. I stands for Implement a safe setup routine. We'll show you how to ensure a safe, stable setup for your aluminum walkboard. M stands for Move slowly and carefully. We'll discuss the proper way to climb onto and work on an aluminum walkboard. B stands for Become an aluminum walkboard safety expert. We'll cover everything you need to know about how to properly use and care for your aluminum walkboard. Let's get started. Choose the right aluminum walkboard. Aluminum walkboards can be used wherever you need an elevated working platform. They are commonly used as working surfaces for steel scaffolds that are built from the ground up. Here's how to choose the best aluminum walkboard for you. First of all, only use aluminum walkboards that are manufactured to meet ANSI safety standards, and never use an aluminum walkboard near live electricity. When choosing an aluminum walkboard, there are three main factors to consider: width, length, and load capacity. Louisville Ladder manufactures aluminum walkboards ranging from 6 to 40 feet in length, with widths ranging from 12 to 28 inches. To determine the right width and length for your job, you'll need to evaluate your work environment and the range of movement you'll need while working. Remember, never to stand on the portion of the aluminum walkboard that extends beyond the support point. Louisville Ladder's two-person aluminum walkboards are rated at a working load capacity of 500 pounds. Our three-person models are rated for a 750-pound working load capacity. When choosing the load capacity, you must consider the weight of any personnel who will be working on the aluminum walkboard, plus tools or materials they'll be using. Never exceed your aluminum walkboard's load capacity rating. Once you've chosen the right aluminum walkboard, it's time to look closely for damage or missing parts. Thoroughly inspect your aluminum walkboard to make sure all parts and components like pins are functioning properly. Check the deck surface to ensure it isn't damaged or deteriorated. And make sure there are no slipping hazards such as oil, grease, or wet paint on the climbing or gripping surfaces. Never use an aluminum walkboard that is damaged or not functioning properly. If you spot any damage to your aluminum walkboard, don't use it. Tag it for repair or dispose of it immediately. If your aluminum walkboard passes inspection, it's time to set it up, which leads us to I, implement a safe setup routine. To ensure a safe, secure setup for your aluminum walkboard, it's good to develop a safe setup routine. First of all, refer to the manufacturer's instructions on how to properly rig and support your aluminum walkboard. Never use your aluminum walkboard for cantilever applications. Next, check the floor or ground surrounding the work area for any foreign objects or other hazards that may cause instability. Finally, check your work surface to make sure it's level. With your aluminum walkboard set up safely and securely, it's time to move on to M. Move slowly and carefully. To reduce the risk of injury, when working on an aluminum walkboard, move slowly and carefully. When needed, wear safety glasses, a hard hat, and work boots. Guardrails may be required when working above 6 feet. Check your local codes before setting up your aluminum walkboard. When climbing onto an aluminum walkboard, maintain 3 points of contact at all times, either 1 foot and 2 hands, or 2 feet and 1 hand. Never stand on the part of the aluminum walkboard that extends beyond the supporting points. Do not allow unstable objects such as barrels, boxes, tools, construction materials, or debris to accumulate on your work surface. Do not apply impact loads to your aluminum walkboard. Never attempt to use a ladder while working on an aluminum walkboard. And if you must climb onto an aluminum walkboard from a ladder, ensure both the ladder and the aluminum walkboard are secured from movement in all directions. Finally, never ride on a moving aluminum walkboard or move an aluminum walkboard with loose objects on it. We've now reached the B in C.L.I.M.B. Become an aluminum walkboard safety expert. Follow this list of guidelines to help you safely use, care for, and store your aluminum walkboard. Never expose your aluminum walkboard to excessive heat or corrosive chemicals, as these can weaken its structural integrity, increasing risk of injury. If your aluminum walkboard has been exposed to excessive heat, fire, or chemicals, destroy it or dispose of it immediately. Promptly clean up any spills and do not allow oil, grease, or any other slipping hazards to accumulate on climbing or gripping surfaces. When you're finished using your aluminum walkboard, store it on a support rack. Never store materials on your aluminum walkboard. Never drop or throw an aluminum walkboard, and when transporting, make sure both ends are completely secured. Finally, remember never to exceed your aluminum walkboard's load capacity, and never to use an aluminum walkboard around live electricity. Follow these simple rules, and you'll greatly reduce the risk of injury while working on your aluminum walkboard. Now that you know what it takes to become an aluminum walkboard safety expert, it's time to put what you've learned into practice. Let's review the C.L.I.M.B guidelines once more. Choose the right aluminum walkboard. Look closely for damage or missing parts. Implement a safe setup routine. Move slowly and carefully when climbing or working on an aluminum walkboard. And finally, become an aluminum walkboard safety expert. We hope the Louisville Ladder C.L.I.M.B Academy has given you a solid understanding of aluminum walkboard safety. For questions or additional information, call us at 1-800-666-2811. To see the full line of Louisville Ladder products, visit our website at www.louisvilleladder.com.